Peace, greetings, good vibrations to you, and namaste. I go by Onyx Moon, and this is Moonstone Magi. Subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, comment, tell a friend of a friend of a friend that you really, truthfully friend. Okay? But this is for October the 4th through the 10th, 2025. Aries. Aries, let's get into it. Let's check out the vibes. Aries. Once again, October the 4th through the 10th, 2025. Let's see what we got. Not going to keep you too long. I'm going to deliver the messages and we're going to get the hell out of here. All right. But, Aries, I feel like you have been going through hell. You have, to some degree, have been going through hell. And that is being attached deeply in the material realm, right? That's what hell is. The physical realm. That is hell. So the things that are associated to hell would be the material, tangible, physical manifestations, whether they be positive or negative. But I'm being told so much right now. You're trying to climb the top of the hill, but you're going through hell, actually getting your heels in the dirt, getting proper footing. Okay? All right, so exactly. Voyager's Journey. That says Voyager's Journey. And it says past life healing. So, you can have Saturn in some real major places when it comes to your natal chart, your birth chart, or whatnot. You can really have Saturn in some major houses. Saturn could be in your first, your seventh. Uh, I'll say your first, your second, your seventh, your eighth, and your 10th house. Right. Okay. That's what I'm getting. But to rectify that karma, because Saturn is about karma, divine timing, and things of that nature. And also the past represents time, period. So the past was a time, and even in another life, right, or incarnation, that would be associated to Saturn and time. So you've been on a journey, you've been going through hell. And I believe personally, this go around, you're going to be rectifying some stuff, right? Divine creativity. We have divine creativity, and it says receiving cosmic intelligence. So you are getting downloads at this time to transform your journey and make it a little bit more smoother for you. You are choosing ease and grace over struggle and tribulation. All right. We have enter your vortex. Yes. Enter your vortex. And it says aligning with infinite abundance. So like I said, you're picking ease and grace over trial and tribulation. Okay. And yes, we all go through trial and tribulation to some degree, but right now you're being smart. You're entering into where you need to be. And that is your bag, Aries. You're entering into your bag. So in your bag, that's going to be the name of Aries video. In your bag. Or where you need to be. It's going to be one of those, right? But keep that in mind. So enter your vortex. In your vortex, it shows up in your natal chart as a circle with an X in it. So those characteristics of that placement you need to operate in so you can actually get to the bag, get to the money, get to the financial stability. I just gave you a gem. Looking at your chart and you see your part of fortune, that's what that applies to, the part of fortune, right? AKA your vortex. Check it out. Surrender to the process. Surrender to the process, Aries. We got Dark Night of the Soul as well. Dark Night of the Soul. So some things had to take place, right? That would be that hell of a journey that you've had. But now you're about to step into your bag. You're about to step into your bag. You're also about to remember your identity. You can do it. So we spoke on earlier. We spoke on earlier about taking a path, but this path was already predestined for us to go down. We've always had a connection with Source, and because Source is what created this path, right? We knew the path, but we forgot the path. Hence why we are remembering our identity or who we're supposed to be along this journey. Okay. And yes, you were going through hell, your lower nature. But as the card at the bottom of the deck says, now you're activating your higher self. Right? Keep that in mind, Aries. About to switch up the decks. Once again, if you like what you're hearing, if you like what you're seeing, subscribe to the channel, comment, thumbs up the video, share the video. Make sure you subscribe, right? I'm trying to get my subscribers up. But Aries, remember who you are. Remember who you are. Okay. Being told that too. Guess you should. I guess you should get in your bag and remember who you are. I am being told that that's the last shuffle. I'm being told that that is the last shuffle. So we're gonna rock with that. Remember. Remember who you are, Aries. Right. I got some Aries placements too, so I have to take heed to that information. All right. So we got narcissist. Narcissist. It says egotistical, opportunist, fragile. Right. So the death, or should I say the evolving, right? The evolving of the ego, right? We're stepping out of that and we're acknowledging and accepting the journey before us. We're also gaining knowledge, right? I'm hearing maturity, Aries. You're stepping into more of a mature energy, right? Things could have felt stagnant. You could have felt stuck, or you could have been thinking. Yeah, there you go. Your thinking process was stuck in a particular area. You felt as if you were at a dead end. Things were frozen. Yeah, your thinking led to toxic behaviors, drama, arguments, people that are incompatible, and that could have took you away from your bag. It could have stopped you. It could have like limited your finances, and that's the last thing that we need. That's the last thing that we need. All right. Next card we have is daydreaming. That says daydreaming. Head in the clouds, delusion, hopes and dreams. Right. So your dreams are gonna come true now that you're actually able to step into your bag and remember who you are. And with you remembering who you are, you're separating from stagnant relationships. You're recultivating the ego or the identity that you have, right? And you're moving in a more productive manner. You don't feel stuck. You don't feel like things are just hopeless. And you also feel like you are more fluid. You got that motion. You hear me? The next card we have is psychopath. That says abusive, conniving, unpredictable. Right? So maybe you might have been, you know, abusive to yourself, maybe not speaking positive to yourself, conniving, you know, not premeditated in your actions, right? Or you could have dealt with somebody that was a psychopath, not really cracked up to be what they said they were, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have intimacy. Yes, mutual respect, unity, closeness. So I think that I think this has to deal with relationships. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of it has to deal with relationships. Maybe you've settled in the past for a particular type of person and it's just gotten you out of character. But it's actually built character, but it's gotten you out of character, right? But the getting out of character was the building of character. It was a transformation. It was transformative. Okay, keep that in mind. And a lot of these paths we signed up for, we already signed up for. We just feel that when it comes time to level up, if the universe uses things that we don't agree with that will level us up, that's where we are in conflict, or that's where we're puzzled, perplexed, and things of that nature. We're expecting things to go a particular way, and expectation leads to heartbreak. Okay, right? We need that clear mind and clear heart to actually navigate us through, right? Those gut feelings too, right? Which is, a part of the intuition. But yeah, this is a part of the path, Aries. This is a part of the path. We're gonna get two more shuffles with this deck. We're gonna see what we got. All right. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully you like what you see. You tap back in with me. All right. I'm Onyx Moon. This is Moonstone Magi. Make sure you subscribe, man. All right. Book a personal reading too as well. All right. So we got the skull of stars. Skull of stars. It says infinite possibilities. Right. Aim for the stars. Right. If you shoot for the moon, if you don't really just get to where you need to be, you'll still land amongst the stars. Keep that in mind. All right. It's good to at least try. Better. It's better to try than to not have tried at all. That's what I'm being told to tell you. Okay. Then we got the dawn. It says light after the darkness. Light after the darkness. Right. So yeah, you might be out there in the abyss trying to land upon a star or become a star. And as you're going through those dark periods, because it ain't really no light out there in space, huh? Like, but we're trying to aim for the stars. Let's just keep that in mind. You're gonna have to encounter some darkness, but if you perceive that gas, that ball of gas to be light, and it's emanating stuff, it's giving off an impulse that you can see. I ain't trying to get all metaphorical, right? But we dealing with science here and spirituality. They go hand in hand. Y'all know, y'all done did your research and stuff. You know, it might look dark, but when the chemistry is right, when things are mixing and gelling and things are aligning, right, to where they need to be, right? Wasn't that receiving cosmic intelligence, aligning with infinite abundance, right? Aligning with infinite abundance. When things are lining up and doing what they're supposed to be doing, you see what you need to see in a timely manner. So if this information is helping you remember your identity, understand that you got to take the good information and the bad information. It's all a part of the path. And sometimes we get caught up on the journey and not the destination. Okay. Sometimes we focus mostly on the journey and not the destination. And I'm telling you that it should be vice versa. You focus on the destination and you understand the journey. Right? Focus on the destination and understand the journey. Right? Then we're gonna pull one more card. Come on. That says Apple. It says risk and reward. So because you were focused on the destination, you risked the journey. You was like, it's worth it. Let me go out there and see if I can obtain it. So keep that in mind. And we all started off with this Voyager's journey. Come on, we already know who Aries is. We know about Aries. Chances are y'all been watching tarot videos before y'all bumped into me. Okay? And if you haven't, Aries, when it comes to tarot, because tarot is associated to the zodiac signs and the positioning of the planets when traveling through the zodiac sign or the constellation. It's all associated to that. But y'all know that Aries is seen as the fool, meaning that they're out there, they're always in their procession or they're always moving, right? They're a cardinal sign. So that means they're always quick to just be out there and go try some stuff. You're on your journey and you're about to land inside of your bag once you remember who you are. But my name is Onyx Moon. This is Moonstone Magi. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe, thumbs up, comment, hype me up, tell a friend of a friend, and also book a personal session. If you're interested in doing that, my contact information is in the description box below. Peace, greetings, good vibes to you, and I'm out.